Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've just gotten dressed up. um, I'm not dressed up, but I tried. I tried to get dressed up, and that's because I'm taking myself out on a date today. This isn't new. I initially had a goal for 2020 to take myself out on a date every single month. I did great for January, February came along, did good, and then March was just... So here we are, I don't know how many months later, trying to salvage whatever remains of that goal. I'll just do it for the remainder of the year. And I want to take you guys along with, it's going to be chilled. I'm going to the park, I'm going to paint. I thought maybe I would answer some of the questions you guys asked me on my Instagram, and you guys can know me a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna drive out now and just sort my things out to make sure I have everything, and take snacks as well. Yeah, let's do this. So I just packed a desk, well, little table, and I've got all my supplies in here for my painting, and that lunchbox has my popcorn. I have a cushion and an artist sketch pad below it. I think I'm good. I think I'm good to go now, guys. Let's do this. So this is my setting. I've got my cushion, I've got my little mat situation. Those are my shoes. I'm going to be painting, and it's so quiet. This is the park. There's no other. That's my car. There's no other people. It's quite chilled, not too hot. I'm under the shade, which is great. Well, I've squeezed out some white, some blue and red paint. I'm gonna make pink and purple so that I can paint this photo over here. I'm gonna try and just do a design on this, something simple. I washed it out earlier today, and yeah. Before I start painting, I'm just gonna look on my phone because you guys sent me questions, and I took a screenshot of all the questions, and I have them here on my phone. Anyway, so the first question I got asked was, what line of career are you into? So I am currently studying medicine at the University of Zimbabwe. I'm in my 4th year. I have 1 more year to go. Yeah, it could have, I don't know now. It might be longer than a year because of the whole pandemic situation. But yeah, so I'm hoping to finish, and then hopefully at some point specialize. I haven't really decided what I would want to specialize on, but I've got some ideas. Sometimes I think I want to do something in surgery, and then sometimes I think I want to be an OBGYN. Sometimes I think I want to be a psychiatrist. I mean, yeah, it kind of changes. I'm not yet decided on it. Next question was, what has been your turning point moment in your life, or were you always Christian and saved? Okay, so I'm gonna put my phone down for this one. Well, no, I haven't always been saved. To answer the question, no, I haven't always been saved. But I grew up in a Christian family, and so my upbringing was pretty much in the church. I went to Sunday school. I went to youth. I still go to an older version of youth. So I pretty much, yeah, I was like a church girl. But I think to really appreciate Christ for myself happened when I was 13, around that age. I think I must have been in Form 2 or something. And I remember, like, we were at a youth function, and basically, like, the pastor was praying for people and asked us, if we have accepted Christ for ourselves, not because your parents are Christians. Going to church doesn't make you a Christian. And I was like, oh, oh, okay. So that's when I just accepted Christ for myself personally. Yeah, and it's been quite an exciting journey since, and always really. And I think I want to also talk about, because someone then asked me what my testimony is. And I think because I grew up in the church, I don't have a dramatic testimony type of story where, like, I was so lost, and then I found Christ, and then my life had a drastic change. Not very much changed when I officially accepted Christ. Like, I still kind of did what I always did, but now I really, really understood what it all meant, and not just doing it because my parents do it. Yeah, I have had challenges or like situations that I've experienced that turn into testimonies, but it's not like one blanket testimony that covers my entire Christian walk. So yeah, I guess those could be for other videos where I can talk about like things I've gone through, or like things I've like mountains I've overcome, kind of a thing, where God has shown up and done the things. And yeah, um, this is what it looks like. Yeah. So anyway, someone asked what my biggest fear is, and this one was hard for me. I had to think really hard because there's not that many things that I actually fear. I mean, apart from things like snakes and weird animals or whatever. But I think really my biggest fear would be like wasting my life. I watched this or read this book by John Piper, and it's titled "Don't Waste Your Life." And I think it just sort of made me realize that you could live a certain life, and and think that's how you should live, and then like at the end of it realize that you kind of wasted your time, your talents, opportunities to be impactful, to make a change in the world. So that's what I really worry about, that like at the end of my life, I'll have like things I haven't done, and just like regret having yeah, having done other things and not having done other things. So that's one of my biggest fears. And speaking of, one of the other questions was, do you have any regrets? At the moment, because I'm young, like I've not lived long enough to really have a lot of serious regrets. But I think one thing I do regret though is in regards to my art. Um, yeah, I wish I practiced more art. I wish I took it more seriously when I was younger, and I could have been a lot better at it now. But it's nothing I can't fix. Like now I just do it for fun, and I just try to keep myself busy with it. But yeah, I think that's one regret. I do have other regrets in terms of things I wish I could have done when I was younger. I wish I could have learned, but like also things that I don't have control over. So it's not really, they're not serious regrets. Yeah, because some things you can't control, and you just gotta accept that that's what it is. Okay, someone asked me whether I like coffee or tea, and which kind for the choice I like. This one's hard. Also, I like tea, but I don't like tea that much. I don't like hot beverages actually. In conclusion, if I was to pick, I would go for coffee, not because it's what I actually like, but because aesthetically, I want to be that person who like drinks coffee, has to have morning coffee, and has a coffee maker, and does the most in an espresso machine, all of that. Like I want to be that person, but I'm not. So it's tricky. I'm also trying to be a tea person, like outside of Tanganda and Rooibos, but I'm not. So yeah, I would rather be a coffee person though than a tea person. So I would take that as my choice. And then another question I got was, which would you say is the best day of your life? So this one I had to think long and hard for, only because it's like there's so many highs I've experienced in my life, and it's hard to just single out one experience. So when I thought long and hard, I was like, okay, this is an entire day of just awesomeness, and I think I think I'll settle on my 23rd birthday, which is last year. Guys, it was just so magical. every single second about that birthday was just perfect, like from literally from midnight. And I was so hyped up, so charged up, and there was so many surprises, so many warm things. I'm such a sentimental person, and I got so many warm like messages. And you know when you know they're sincere messages, not just that HBD message. And yeah, I think I even skipped out on school, but like it was fine because it was my birthday, and it went straight into the night just when I thought, oh, this is the end. Like I remember by like lunchtime I was like, okay, we're good, nothing more is gonna happen. And then in the evening my sister surprised me with a dinner, and my friends were there. It was just the best. And I remember right at the end it was like 10 p.m. and I was in my bed and I cried because I just couldn't believe that there was just so much love and goodness around me. Like it genuinely overwhelmed me. I was so emotional. I was a wreck. But I was really, really, really happy, and I remember just praying and thanking God for the gift of life, for everything, and all the people and all the beauty around me. It was just nice. It was just warm, fuzzy feelings through and through. Then someone asked me, what experiences do you thank God for? Ooh, so many. I guess I thank him for um, I thank him for my high school experience. I really enjoyed high school. Well, parts of it. I thank him for the things that I learned while I was at high school. I also want to thank him for the fact that I studied here in Zim, even though, yeah, it's got its glaring disadvantages and all that, but I'm really grateful because I've had so many experiences that I wouldn't otherwise have had if I'd left the country or if I'd moved out, because I still live at home, by the way. I've never been in res, I've never been a boarder, and yeah, I pretty much got to live and be the only one who didn't leave home and live with my mom. And I'm grateful for being here in Zim and just being grounded. I think that's kind of nice, and not having to worry about certain things because you've got the comfort and cushioning of the people you're familiar with around you. So we'll see. Maybe when life like throws other challenges, I might regret having stayed at home. Yeah. Then I'm also grateful for. I'm just grateful for a lot, actually. I don't even know where to begin, so I'll leave it at that. Someone asked me what I do for a living. So yeah, I mentioned I'm a student. I don't earn money from being a student, obviously, and I mean I still live with my mom, and I'm still like technically like a dependent, so I don't pay rent. I don't need to pay rent, but I do try and create do try like and make money outside of because like you can only keep asking for pocket money for so long from your parents. Like now I'm 24 and it gets old. Like at some point they just get frustrated. So I do try and venture in like different business things. I'm trying to make money from my art, painting and selling my art. I teach art as well, so teaching children how to paint, and I try to like design t-shirts, a whole bunch of random things, literally just the hustle. You gotta get into hustle mode. Zim will push you into hustle mode, so I try, but it's not, the money I make is not for my living, it's just for my luxury, like it's excess, I don't, my everyday living is pretty much taken care of. Yeah. And then, wait, I'm so distracted, like I'm trying to paint, I'm trying to answer questions, and it's just a lot happening. Okay, another question I got was, someone asked me why I don't follow them back. Okay, I need to explain this whole social media thing. I'm not the best. It's so ironic because I'm trying to like share the things I do on social media and not be a hermit and just like live under a rock. But social media genuinely stresses me out. So what I do is I have designated days when I go online and I do everything I need to do online, and then outside of that I'm offline, I'm off grid, even on WhatsApp. And so when I do go online, sometimes I don't exhaust everything I want to do, like especially things like following back people and checking out all notifications. Like sometimes things happen and things fall through the cracks, but I do follow back people. Like I have a thing where if someone new follows me, I always check out their profile, and you know, if I like them, I'll follow them back. So sometimes though I don't get to go through that whole process, and yeah, apparently apparently it's a thing. Like someone, yeah, anyway, I followed you back, and you're pretty cool, so I followed you back, to the person that asked the question. Yeah, my social media game is so weak, but it's ironic because I'm apparently a YouTuber, I guess, and I'm doing all of these things. So I just try to strike a balance where I get to be on social media, but it doesn't also affect my mental health and like drain me, and you know, because sometimes I like literally lose creativity. I will be online for an hour and I just feel like can't breathe. So yeah, I think those are all the questions I have. Yeah, guys, I have to leave early. Can you see the situation? They are literally ants all over where I'm seated. Like I can't do that. They were literally attacking me. Can you see over here? Oh my gosh, guys, this is so bad. But good news is I kind of finished working on my bottle. This is it over here. It's so ugly, I know. I mean, I wasn't even paying attention. I don't know. I might just wash it off if I can and do it all over again. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pack up quickly. I was almost done with my popcorn. Kind of sucks. I was halfway through. But yeah, I can't do this ants life. Nope, not today. Hey guys, I just got dressed up. I am getting ready. Goodness, can you guys hear the chickens outside? So rude.